Adventures bloom beneath the skies. We craft the world with fearless eyes. Hidden gems and treasures untold. Stories in fabric, magic unfolds.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Medicitations. So it feels good to be back. I have missed being crafty. So guess what? We have thought about some projects we're gonna be doing. And my voice is still a little rough. I'm so sorry about that. It is what it is. The airs are different, so you know your body adjusts to things differently. So what are we working today? We're working on resin art. That's right. We're gonna make a resin pendant. To be specific, Clover pendant. I'm looking through my molds, which are all right here. I need to get more. And I thought, okay, well, I have some clovers pressed in here. I like to press them between notebooks. It's easier. And I'm gonna see which am I gonna use. I thought I was gonna use this one, but this one decided to press itself as a butterfly shape, so we don't want that. So that's a no-no. So we got this one, and we're gonna do this one for her instead. This is for a friend's daughter. So I got my things here so I can actually do. I'm gonna do, if you're gonna do a pendant, you need to make sure that you test to see if it fits, which it does. So I'm gonna be very careful. I pressed it and it's just, you don't need those chemicals to press flowers and stuff. I actually pressed mine just between a notebook, old-fashioned way. So I'm gonna put my mold down and I'm gonna gather my items to work on the resin. I got gloves, another kind of mask. I'm gonna buy with the ones with the filters on the side. Unfortunately, I don't have that right now at my accessible to me. So I'm just gonna, which I actually found a store that sells them here in town. So I think I'm gonna buy it locally. In the meantime, I got the N95 masks. So that's what I will be using. That's what I usually use, to be honest, but I don't keep them on too long. Although I should use them more often, to be honest. But it is what it is. So we got some gold, we got the clover, we got the mold, we got the gloves, and we got the resin. So we're gonna think of how we want it. I definitely want to put it down. I'm gonna show you what that looks like. Okay, we're gonna put it down. And let's see if we can get you a closer look. All right. All right, let's see if we can get you a closer look. This is the mold. This is the clover. My gold that I'm gonna be putting in it. This is just flat. And this is for art. It's not like, you know, anything valuable or anything like that. So don't freak out. So we're gonna add a clear coating on there. I'm gonna go get 2 more pairs of gloves. I'll be right back. All right, and we're back. We got our gloves. As I said, I'm gonna put a clear coat on the bottom of this so we can get started. And I just pour mine directly in there. And of course, you do want to make sure there's no bubbles as well. As I said, I'm just making a pendant today. No, I don't think it needs to be too thick. So what we will do is put our top down, top it, and then I'm gonna get, we almost forgot our tool. We can't forget our tool. So we got our tool back. And that should be right in here. Now, I have multiple of these, so I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just gonna use my messed up one. We all have a tool that we may be messed up on or whatever, that we use more than the others. So that's what I'm gonna use. I'm not gonna apply no heat until I see that I have kind of hand popped a little bit of the bubbles. I'm just sharing what I'm doing with this kind of project. I'm not gonna be very specific because this is what I do. This is my business right here. So I'm not gonna be too specific with it. But you get to see me working on projects. So I'm gonna put that down and we're gonna plug in our heat gun. I'll be right back. Now, this is a project that's gonna go quite fast. It doesn't take me too long to do them. I hate only to pop the bubbles, but you're not gonna do it too long, to be honest, because, well, let's be honest with you, this will dry your resin if you do too much. So I'm not gonna do that. I think I popped all the bubbles. I don't see no more bubbles. And so what I am gonna do is I am gonna leave it like that. Leave it like that, and I'm gonna I'm gonna put my clover in the first layer, because I don't wanna not be able to put it after, to be honest. And I'm gonna try to place it in a way that I can do it. Sorry, there you go. And place my clover in there gently, also gently. Tap it, but very gently is what I'm doing, to be able to get it to be there. And then I am gonna put some gold flakes in my project. I know she did not expect this, but I think she's gonna love it. You know, finding clover is just a luck, right? So I'm gonna put some gold in it to represent the treasure of finding clover. Oops, that's too big. And I don't like to put mine too big, to be honest. I like to kind of flake mine and tear it apart. It's not easy either. Oh, this piece is not going, but that's okay. I'm just gonna go like that. And we're gonna go all around kind of the edges of it. There you go. I'm gonna place another one and try to like break. So what I want is for gold to be covering the whole like clover. And I know I didn't put my mask on, but now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plug in my UV light. And I don't got no fancy dandy light. Sorry, I just got my regular UV light, and that's okay too. Alright, here's your closer look. It's got gold on the outer edge of it. And now we're just waiting for it to dry. And this one dries quite fast. So I think I'm gonna look at it a little bit, and then after I am gonna probably add silver or another color in the background, and then finish it off with more resin on top. So let's do that. All right, so this should be drying quite fast. Okay, there's that. And it's getting pretty dry, so that's good. Let's put it more under there. Then we're gonna go and we're gonna gather our colors and see what we're doing, our pigments, and see what we're doing. We got our colors that we're gonna maybe add to it. I don't know. I think the blue pigment and stuff calls my name. I don't know. I think blue, gold, and green will be woo, but then I don't know. So I think that's what I'm doing is I'm gonna add some blue to it as soon as like it dries. I think it's pretty dry. Yeah, it's pretty good looking. We're not gonna add too much. It's just a tiny bit. And then again, pop my little bubble. Let's take it like that. I like to put mine directly in it and then swirl it around. A lot of people have different techniques. This is just how I do mine. Swirl it around. All right. That's it for that. And then we're gonna give it, I should probably add some silver on it and then add, so I cannot add silver. I wanted to add silver, I can't add silver. It is what it is. So we're gonna make the whole back into probably a blue or add more gold to the back, I'm not sure yet. And don't worry, this wipes off as well. It's only color, pigment to be exact. Let me know if you like projects like this, if you like seeing me do projects. I really love sharing what I do. But I don't do it often. I really didn't used to actually share what I did. Too shy to do it. And now I'm just trying to get more of my shell and share it with everybody. Alright, that's it. And then, oh, that looks amazing. Now, I think I'm gonna peek a little bit. Peek. Oh, that's pretty. So what I'm gonna do, I probably should have added one more gold. That's okay. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the whole background blue. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. The whole background will be blue. The background will be blue. Because the silver didn't work out. Now you will fill. Here's the thing, is what I'm doing. Whee! We don't want too much, so I think since I don't really have bubbles, what I am gonna do is blow it and then put the thing in it. Yeah, I'm gonna use the lighter again, I know. That's it. And then, is that only Clover? Yeah, I think so, yeah. No, we'll have to use a heat gun. Use the heat gun again. That looks good to me. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna actually add a bit more of the gold to the background. Even though I wasn't gonna add too much, I am gonna add a lot of gold. I know I said I wasn't gonna add it. I know. Whoa, that's way too much. That's way too much. Way too much. I went glitter crazy, but it's okay. Because what I want is for the back to be, you know, cutesy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spread around a little bit of the glitter that I did too much of to cover the whole bag. Put it under my light one more time, and then I'm gonna give it one last coating of resin. This is almost done. And then I'm gonna put it in a little bag with a little maybe keychain for her. So leave it to dry. I'll be right back. So while the resin is drying, I've been cleaning my desk and cleaning my tools. Nothing sticks with alcohol, to be honest. It's like your best tool that you might have. Oops, I lost a wipe. Give me another alcohol wipe. And then the rest of this is on there is because it was messed up. So I just keep it to use resin with that one. Alright, our thing is dry, I think. I'm going to show you. Alright, our thing is pretty dry. The edge, and I like to like this. Absolutely perfect. Alright, I'll put you in this view. This has been a while under the light because honestly, I've been outside free ranging my chickens. So I've been adding gold on the edges as well because I do want it to look sort of like a Scottish necklace. So I thought it would be cute to add gold all around. As I said, this is a 4-leaf clover, and you know, they say the luck, you know, if you find a 4-leaf clover, the luck is with you. I might have to make myself one of these because this is gorgeous looking. So I'm looking at it, I'm smiling because I'm like, it's cute. I like putting it in different areas that it looks kind of like a broken gold. So that's what I've been doing. I'm going to add a little bit more to that very top edge right there as I go. I'm going to put this right under the UV light, and then I'm going to cover it up with a top layer of resin, and I'll show you what this looks like. It looks absolutely gorgeous. This is Knuckles. I have the necklace you sent me. Thank you so much. I love owls, and I got it. Thank you so much. I totally love it. As soon as I saw this in the box, I said, oh, this is mine. It's got my name all over it. When it comes to owls, oh my God, you know that it's got my name. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that. I'm going to show you in a second what those look like once I'm finished. I got to give it one more coat. All right, so it's drying. It just had this last coating, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to show you what the finished product looks like. So we're going to start wrapping our pendant, giving it one last inspection, as I always do. Somebody's into the creation. So we're gonna give it one of these, I'm gonna give her one of the bags. And I am gonna put the necklace, the pendant on a necklace.